everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
And if you was instead of hating, you be ballin' too. I know you seen us fallin' too. All the rich niggas is all my crew. Fuck it, they can't touch us. If stuck up is what you call it, cool. Ooh, you should've seen when I came down in that. Black on black, cause it's greater haters face down on the mat. Splat, yeah, I can make a green nigga mad. Quick, fast, flash like 10 cash on this bitch ass. You can tell I'm a G by the walk in the stands. I play the game, make me talk in the stands. Watch how you talk when you talk to the man. If it ain't about bridge, you talk to the hand. I show you how to get rich. You got a weak arm, I'll show you how to pitch. Made so play, I'll show you by the hit. And tell the police I don't know about shit. Hey, God, I'm fly, something like the air. Ain't that something when it's stunting, man? It's nothing like air. Homie, hold it right there. Homeboy, I'm right there.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
I got one in the back, I got one in the front. I make them do what I say. They tell me say what I want, I tell them get your money, girl, and just stop breathing. Cause if it ain't about that dough, it ain't about me neither. See a gangster like myself, I get that paper and women. Man, your woman probably out there with some paper to give me. Listen, you're looking at a real pimp, ask my old women. And they'll tell you no remote, I control women. I'm a whole load, put me in the game, woman. If he ain't paying, then he shouldn't be playing. I'm saying, broke dudes only make jokes funny. I make more than I can fit in this quote, honey. Unquote, come sun soak with me, ma. Fly you down here and lay you up in my beach house.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere.
Salute. What's good, each and everybody? What's up with y'all today, man? Shout out to Princess Opinionated Boxing. Shout out to Shane Frazier, TJ the Fan, Crush the Legend, all things. Salute to everybody, man. What's good with y'all today? Shawwa Allah, Shalom Princess, Bruce Gas, Boxing and Jazz. Salute, King. Mike Rhythm, salute, King. What's good with everybody? You get ready to get on the road, Shawwa? That's what's up. Man, Top Rank do it again, don't they? They tried to hit Frank and Earl with the hucklebuck. See, Bob Arum, he tries to get the fights for the lowest price. And then he tries to pay Shakur a nice little fee. And then, Bob Arum makes his money because whatever's left over from the networks, he gets to keep. That's why Bob Arum don't really like his fighters to get real big names, because then they need more money. And see, the PBC, they was willing to purse bid on this fight. And they didn't want the PBC to purse bid because the PBC would have outbid at Top Rank, and they would have had Shakur and Frank Martin fight no Showtime, which would have been very lucrative for them both. But they wasn't trying to do that. Bob talked them into getting off of it, and then the bid that they had wasn't the exact same bid that they said. 2 cent boxing, salute, Princess. And Frank and Earl said, nah, we're not taking that. That's not what we agreed on. And see, Top Ranking them, they do that all the time. They let the WBC know that they had a deal already in place, which they didn't, because they sent the thing the day after they didn't even have a deal, come up with a deal before they went to WBC and said that they got a deal on the purse bid. Oh yeah, Shua, of course he is. You know, Bob Arum, he don't like Shakur. He don't want Shakur to be like Floyd. He don't want Shakur to be like Floyd. You know, Floyd he became great when he left Bob Arum. But see, Bob Arum, they tried to back Frank Martin and Earl and them into a deal where Frank only got $1 million. And then you got these Shakur fans out here running around talking about that's all Frank deserved. Like, hold on, Frank is an up and coming star, and if you think Shakur deserves $5 million and Frank deserves $1 million, then that means Devin Haney deserved what he wanted, and Shakur only deserved 25%. You can't sit there and do it both ways. You got to keep it 100 for everything. Shakur's 20-0. I mean, you know, Frank Martin, he's 18-0 now. Come on. And Frank Martin, he got a buzz behind him. He just sold out the last 3 venues he was in. So we're not going to act like Frank ain't doing what he do. And see, they try to damn mediocre and make Frank a lower name. In 2 years, I think Frank becomes a bigger name than Shakur just because the push that he has behind it. Frank is a more exciting fighter, even though Shakur is better technically. People want to see Frank fight more, and he got the Earl Spence push behind him. And yes, Shakur cool with Bud, but Bud still ain't the starter Earl is. And Frank the Ghost, he goes out there, he ain't ducking nothing. And if Frank gonna sit there and give away his I'd rather see him versus Tank than damn Shakur any damn way. Because him and Tank, I think, will be a better fight than him and Shakur. Plus, if he lose the Tank, that's gonna boost him up even more. Because whenever you lose the Tank, that boosts your names up, depending on how you fight. You know what I'm saying? The link out there. Anybody want to hop up here and get up here with me? 2 cents if you want to get up here. The link's out there. But that's what's the problem with these casual fans out here. They keep thinking people scared and all this. Ain't nobody scared to box. Ain't nobody scared to get in the ring. Like, people just want their issue. Smoking Bud Revenge, salute, King. People want to get paid what they worth. Ain't nobody trying to damn. That's like me and you. We go do a job and you try to middleman me and give me $50 to do this job with you, but you don't know I know the boss. And the boss, he telling me what y'all getting paid. He talking about, yeah, man, I'm giving y'all $500 to do this. So damn, you trying to middleman me and make me take this little book? Nah, bro, we not even doing that. We ain't even doing that. The same way Devin trying to do Shakur, Bob Arum and them trying to do Frank. But they're not gonna do Frank because Frank, he has Earl Spence behind him who got some pockets. And they got Steven Espinosa and they got Al Heyman. And you know, PBC does give Top Rank a lot of their lower class fighters, but they've been building a name on Frank Martin. And they're gonna make money off that fight. They're not about to just sit there and give away a fight like that. That's why they were prepared to go to the purse bid. That's why Bob Arum backed out the purse bid, because the last purse bid that was of significance was Tiafimo and Cambosos, and he got outbidded from that. Bob Arum's not going to win no purse bid. He's not going to win one. So, you know, he tries to keep it out the purse bid. And that's how I get down. Yeah, 2 cents. Shakur does have a lot of antics out there. But Shakur, he's in a 360 contract anyway. So Shakur, he's getting jugged both ways. He got to pay Jay Prince. He got to pay Bob Arum. He got to pay his coaches. He got to pay his training. Shakur really ain't seeing much of nothing off his contracts. He's going to have to buy Bob Arum out or buy Jay Prince out of his contract, because right now he has 2 promoters that both of them get their own percentage. So, like, he's getting taxed twice in his thing. And yeah, that's why Shakur ain't trying to take them little paydays. That's why he wasn't trying to take that 25%, because if he does, he'll basically be fighting for free, because, you know, they done got him balled up into a damn 360 contract where it'd be hard for him to progress in that. But hey, you get what you sign. Hey, one hoops on, salute, King. Yep. Let me drop this link in case anybody want to get up here and pop something off too. But yeah, like the same way people got mad about the Devin Haney fans doing that with Shakur. Y'all should think about that when y'all run around here throwing salt on Frank Martin's name right there. Never has Frank Martin showed y'all that he was ducking no type of wreck. If he was ducking, he ain't have to go through all this song and dance. What y'all realize is it's Bob Arum. Just like Bob Arum didn't want Shakur and Valdez to fight. Jay Prince and Shakur Stevenson had to go to ESPN to get that Oscar Valdez fight because they wanted to do Valdez versus Navarrete back then. But Shakur Stevenson and Jay Prince went to ESPN and the execs said they want that fight. And Bob tried to talk ESPN out, but ESPN is the big boss. They the ones who push the payments, and they the one that send the check. And they told Bob Arum, that's the fight we want. That's the fight you're going to make. That's why Bob Arum had an attitude that whole fight. That's why he was sitting out there in the stands. He wasn't even trying to promote the fight. He was sitting out there. And that was the first time ever you see a promoter sitting in the corral while his fighters on the stage talking. Kawhi Elliott, salute, King. Now they sent the contract, Kawhi, but they did what a lot of people do in contracts. What we decided on ain't what we put in that contract. They try to add some other shit into that contract or leave out some shit that's in that contract. It ain't the same thing we agreed to. That's why they gotta draw up a term sheet right then and there. Because if not, people will add or subtract from the contract when you get to it, and then if you don't read it carefully, you done signed yourself over to some bullshit. My man, Smoking Butter Revenge. Salute, King.
What it do, homie?
Not much.
Yeah, I agree with that because I believe that Frank Team TGB probably agreed to the term sheet, but that contract, nada. So ESPN jumped the guns like, oh, well, everything is signed, sealed, and delivered. No, it wouldn't. That don't make sense to me because why would Frank do that unless he finna get a tank fight? Even then, in my opinion, it's like, you agreed to it and you backed out. I see where people coming from, but I don't think they even agreed to the shit, man. ESPN just jumped the
See,
gun.
Bob didn't want it to be a purse bid because when the purse bid comes, then PBC is gonna have control over Shakur. That means PBC is gonna outbid and get Shakur and Frank's fight. So now they can just be a little bit okay. Say like Bob, Aaron, and Shakur, they got a deal worked out, right? Of what they're gonna pay Shakur. All right, just say like the PBC, they bid 1.5 million, maybe 2 million for the Shakur and Frank fight, right? And they win it with that. Then Shakur's not gonna be making what him and Bob talked about because it's gonna be like 60-40. So Shakur will get 1.2 and Frank will probably get like 800,000. But with the promoters, they can give Frank whatever the fuck they want to as long as they give Shakur that purse bid. And just because Showtime's a pretty good entity, they can just put that on pay-per-view, Shakur versus Frank on pay-per-view, and let them eat what they kill, but they still paying Shakur and them already, so Earl Spence and Frank can bust down the back then. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't entitled to give you no back end. But the purse bid, they just entitled to give you what you asked for. What's in the bid? Pay-per-view don't really go like that in the purse bid unless it's arranged for that. Because if you remember Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter, they was 60-40, but it wasn't for the pay-per-view. Top Rank had to pay. They paid like 12 million. It was like 60-40. And then, the pay-per-view split, Top Rank don't pay you unless you go over 600,000 pay-per-view buys. So, that was the revenue they got put forth. So, that's why Top Rank be wanting to get it off the purse bid for the low so they can do whatever they want to do with it. But PBC, they going to make their boxers and their fighters make their money. And, Earl, he's the king of that back end. So, Earl would have been promoting the hell out of that thing just so they get that back end money. And TGB, yes, 600,000, 2 cents. And after they get 600,000, that's when they get a percentage. And it ain't even a big percentage. I think it's like 6%, 7%. TJ the Fan. I know Bud. I don't know which belt Bud's gonna be keeping. But if he don't defend, he got mandatories. I know Boots is supposed to be getting that IBF, and Bud gonna have to defend the belts or he gonna drop him. Yeah, 2 Cent. That's why Bud didn't promote his fight, because he said, shit, I promote these damn fights. Hell, they getting all the money, not me. That's why Bud, that is why Bud never promoted his fights with Top Rank. And I used to wonder, now I realize that's smart. Why would I sit there and promote for y'all to get rich and I'm not getting nothing off of this but a guaranteed 3 to 4 million? Hell no. And see, this is the reason why they tried to sue by Al Heyman. This is why all the promoters tried to, like Oscar De La Hoya, Bob Arum, all they wanted to sue Al Heyman, because see, before Al Heyman, the fighters wasn't getting this money right here. This was all this extra money right here. This is what the promoters used to fill in their pockets with. Don King, all of them used to fill their pockets up with all this extra bread. And that's why the promoters was getting so rich. That's why you see Oscar partying with kilos of cocaine and everything. Because, like, he got all this extra money. But when Al Heyman got in the game, he done cut their revenue by 300%. Like, if before Al Heyman, Earl and Spence and Terrence Crawford would have probably made $10 million apiece for that fight they had. But with Al Heyman, they made over $35 million apiece. So that's $50 million apiece. I mean, that's $50 million that Bob Arum would have been able to keep a company would have been able to keep if they wasn't doing it the way the PBC doing it. Now, that's why you see why the promoters are upset now. All this extra money, like they was doing Canelo dirty over there in the zone. Like Canelo was getting paid a flat fee. Triple G fight did 1.2 million. He did 1.2 million on the zone, but Canelo only got his base pay of 40 million. But he did 1.2 with Triple G. But they gave Triple G like 20 million too, so that was like 60 million, but they made a profit. But the zone lost their neck on Triple G. Triple G, don't nobody buy him, and he think he's supposed to get that top money. Al Booker, salute, King. 2 Cent. The reason why people signed to Bob is because Bob Arum gets you the star status. See, Bob Arum, they got everybody that you need to fight. Top Rank is the best place to go when you first start. They build you up nicely. They get you the fights. They got the best matchmakers in boxing. They're going to get you prepared. They're going to get you started. They're going to give you the boxing tools that you need. They're going to match you up great. They're going to give you a lot of fights. But when you start making a name for yourself, that's when you need to leave Top Rank, because they're not trying to pay you over a certain status. They don't like to make superstars. They like to make you up to a star and leave you there, because they're not trying to pay you over the budget. Because, see, they on a budget with ESPN. And see, ever since they signed that deal with ESPN, Bob Arum hasn't had to be a promoter no more. He knows that he can just sit there and make the fights for the networks, and he don't have to promote or try to sell the fights because he got a budget. He just makes the fights and he keeps the change. And that's what he does. All he does is make the fights, he promotes it, and he pays it out, and whatever's left over is where he gets to keep his profit. And that's the way he likes to do business now. He don't have to take no chances on promoting or selling the fight because it's already sold. But yeah, that's how that works right there. But hey, shit happens. Like with the Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury got $100 million guarantee from ESPN. So that money him and Wilder was making, that went right back to Top Rank, because Tyson Fury got his up front. Exactly, Al Booger. That's why Floyd, when he got to a certain, he bought his way out. That's why Mikey Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, once you get a certain level of stardom, you leave Top Rank and then you go out there to like a PBC, because now you can promote yourself. They done got you a name for yourself. Now you come out here and get this check. Because you ain't gonna make a check at Top Rank. Top Rank is not a place where you're gonna make a check. But it's a place where you can live comfortably and you can get fights. They'll keep you in fights. Because Top Rank is a corporation, while PBC is a 1099. See, Top Rank has over 300 to 400 fighters, and it's a corporation. They always running. PBC, if they're not fighting, ain't nobody making no money. That's why Al Heyman teaches them to finance and other things, and to put their money into other stocks and everything, so they can make money. But yeah, Top Rank is the perfect place to start from. And then, like, Devin Haney benefited from Top Rank. You know, he went over there with Cambosos. So he probably got a few Australian fans. Probably got a couple fans from Loma. Even though people talk about Loma won, when boxing is made up of 12 rounds, and when you beat somebody for 7 rounds, that means you won. Yes, you are, but you got to realize, you see Bill and Devin Haney been promoting him, but you know, sometimes it just don't take to the public. Like sometimes some people just don't draw the attention of the public. You know something, 2 Cent? I would love to see Shakur versus Raymond Muratalla. Raymond Muratalla knocked out Jeremiah Nakathila in 2 rounds. And that's the guy that gave Shakur hell. The guy that Shakur felt that man power was running the whole fight. They both on Top Rank since Bob and Earl like to do in-house fights. Raymond Muratalla and Shakur Stevenson should rock it up for that belt. Because Del Santos been calling for Shakur. And Shakur act like he don't hear him. But yeah. 2 more weeks to Charlo puts the thrashing down.
Yeah, I don't like Charlo energy heading into this fight. Maybe it's just, you know, he trying to psych Canelo out, but he seemed a little too respectful, man. Like he just happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? I understand he gonna, you know, go in there and fight his ass off, but
Yeah,
that mentality is everything to me. Oh, but Echelon, you still there? With 2 cents, I mean that's how Top Rank do it. You know, they build their fighters up like that. Look at Janabek. He think he a boogeyman. Everybody ducking him.
my bad. I had a phone call. Sorry about that. I'm back. Terry Smoot, salute, King. Now, what you was saying, bro?
No, I was talking about Charlo mindset going into this fight. Like it's one thing to have respect for Canelo, but you like the way you talking
Nah,
is
you
like you
know,
don't go in the ring and show him too much respect.
I think is, you know, he don't want to scare Canelo out the way. He want to wait till he gets him in the ring. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you get him in the ring, then you know he can go ahead because you know Canelo, he's a diva, bro. Die Hard Saint, salute. Die Hard Saint, it ain't blowing my nose, bro. I got motherfucking allergies and I got a damn tube in my shit, dog. It ain't gonna help it. I got a damn tube in my shit, my nigga. Like damn, it goes in my nose and it goes through my throat. It's a tube. But yeah, that shit right there. That man, what was I saying for that nigga that got my? Yeah, be
Man,
damn messed up.
Derrick James really need this win, man. This is huge. He can get a win over Canelo. It'd be huge. Reset the energy, because the way people talking, man, they just talking crazy. Like Derrick ain't shit now. Like, all
Yeah,
right, Earl Spence
so
took a tough loss. So what?
yeah,
It
you're
happens.
only as good as your first win. I mean, you only as good as your last. Salute, Akello. Salute, you only as good as your last win, bro. Like
I mean, people acting like he didn't help Joshua beat Hellenius. Like, come on, bro.
exactly, like I talked to Derek. Derek say fans are fickle, and like first off, Derek and Earl ain't going nowhere. They done built too much together. But one thing about it though, fans only like a lot of people just know that they seen Earl and they seen that it was the Earl that we used to see. Oh, it's cool, Die Hard Saint. Yeah, I mean, I got hit up in my chest and my stomach and everything. Sometimes when I'm talking over here, I can't really breathe, so I had to have the air go through my shit. But it's all good, bro. Don't worry about it. But yeah. So see, Derrick James, like when I be talking to him, he be sitting there talking about like people forget how good it is, and that's just like what's Bluray said. Like Devin Haney and his dad was talking about how they wanted to do work with him and all that. But then, like when they got their little belts, they act like they didn't want to, and all that shit right there. You know how people is when you like the fat of the month or like the flavor of the week. Everybody want to be down and everything, but when shit goes, then they don't want to hang with you. But see, this is good for Derek and EJ because it gets rid of the fake people, the people that wasn't right there with them, that really didn't have it, the ones just tried to ride their coattail. And see, Earl and Derek are coming back for a big payback. They come back for the revenge. And see, when they come back, then you gonna have people that try to jump ship. Because there's a lot of content creators that jump ship. A lot of people that built their legacy and built their channels off Earl. Like motherfuckers that started and just they built it off of Earl. And then they just start jumping ship and everything. Watch, they'll look real stupid when this rematch pop off and we see the different spits.
I just
But
hope, man,
like,
Earl take this fight super serious, bro. I hope. You know what I'm saying?
but see, like I
Get
just
it
hope
done.
Derek, I just hope that Derek, he can push past the him and blue shit and just realize this is for Earl, this is for his benefit right here. So we need to get this together so we get the best Earl out there. Because Derek James and Bluray, they're a powerful combination. It's like lemonade with daggone a drop of lemon and a little bit of extra sugar in that thing. It's a bad combination. You need that. But like people, when they see Jamil Charlo become 2 times undisputed, they gonna be hollering Derek James again. Because Jamil Charlo and Derek, they about to eat. Jamil Charlo coming in at 162, 163. And like I said, I seen them last week. They look good. And see, Canelo, he looks bad right now. Canelo hasn't been living a boxer's lifestyle. He been golfing and drinking. That's all he been doing lately. And see, Canelo, he just want that $100 million check for 3 fights. And people got to realize Canelo's done been in almost 70 fucking fights. He been in wars. That shit takes years off your body. So Canelo, he figured I got 3 more fights. I can make my money. And most other fighters, they done went down the downhill like out Roy Jones, Mike Tyson. A lot of fighters, they last few fights, they fought just for the bag. So Canelo fighting just for the bag right now. He gonna get him another 100 million to help finance his liquor company that he got. This man got a liquor company. Come on now. He got a liquor company. If that don't show you something, then that should tell you right there. But yeah, Mike Rhythm says Spence has to show all his skills, boxing IQ, not just rushing in without a secondary game plan. Crawford gets countered the most when he's the aggressor. Yeah. Oh yeah, Shua. Something, Kello. I think Jamil's only in an uphill battle for the first 3 rounds, bro. I feel like once Jamil get past the first 3 rounds, I feel like he gonna obliterate that man. And yes, Shua, you know, Canelo's done been in Mexican wars too, where like him and Triple G, and like Canelo been taking punishment. You know, he used to take punishment, so you know his body done got worn and tore. His knees is messed up. He can't even run. Like that man can't run because he can't do no leg work. He can't do no leg work. That's why he always. That's what people fail to realize. The last 5 fights, Canelo has fatigued after 4 rounds because Canelo can't run, y'all. He can't. His knees messed up. That's why Canelo goes full power for the first couple rounds, throwing them shots, trying to get you up out of there. Because as the fight progresses, it gets worse and worse for Canelo. And as it gets worse and worse for Canelo, that means his damn chances of winning go further and further down. And Jamil Charlo, he has impeccable. He said he has impeccable stamina. Yeah, John Ryder was whooping Canelo ass the second half of the fight, just like Bivol whooped him for 12 rounds. Him and Triple G had a fight where they both threw under 200 punches, and they both was tired in 4-5 rounds. Now, that was the most boringest fight I've ever seen. And it wasn't even no skill. It wasn't even no skill. No, Akello, you seen him jogging. You seen him jogging. You seen him jogging in the all access. Canelo can't run. Like, he can't run, bro. Like, his knee messed up. He can't plant his foot off and take off. He can only jog. Jogging and running is completely different. Running and jogging completely different, bro. When you can't run, when you can't put in them damn miles, boy, it takes a lot out of you when you start getting in the 5th, 6th, 7th round. Sparring can only do so much. Sparring can only do so much. But what you think about that smoking bud?
What about Canelo lifestyle choices?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's catching up to him. Obviously, he's just trying to get his money so he can go ahead and retire, man. Canelo, he don't really look like he dedicated to boxing no more. And it happens, man. Like you said, he's been in a lot of fights, a lot of wars, and he been getting fucked early on in his career. So now that he, a wounded animal, still dangerous though. You know, he ain't gonna go down without a fight. But yeah, he's just trying to get his money and cash out, in my opinion.
Salute PGBG Big Dog. Oh yeah, Bob used to get over on Oscar too. That's why Oscar left Bob and made his own company, and Floyd left and went with Oscar. Then Oscar got the big head and he became Bob Arum. So everybody had to leave Oscar.
Yeah, that's crazy. That shit
Yep.
crazy.
That's what they say. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. You know what I'm saying? When you become the man, then you start feeling like the man. So now everybody gotta get you up out the way. But yeah, I feel like Frank, if he about to put himself at risk for a fight, I would like to see him bang it out with Tank, man. You know what I'm saying? Him and Tank, they had good sparring match. It was good. At least it's a bigger name. Like if he gonna lose a fight, Tank's a much bigger name than Shakur, and it's a bigger payday. I would rather Frank versus Tank instead of Frank versus Shakur. That way, it's an in-house fight. Shakur can fight Raymond Martala. Tank can fight Frank Martin. That gives Tank a credible name. That gives Tank a hell of a name.
Yeah,
And him and Frank can bang that shit out. You
you
know,
know.
him and Tank both got power. They both quick. They both athletic. I think that'll be a better fight right there.
Yeah, I just thought since we got the little purse bitch, I thought that Al was gonna let Frank go over there, scalp Shakur.
Nah, they
Get the
stopped the
belt.
person shit, bro. They
No,
stopped.
I'm saying like when they announced that it wasn't going to purse bid and that they agreed to fight or whatever.
Yeah, but see, that's what they do. They always do that shit right there,
Hit us
so
with the
they
okie
feel
doke,
like
huh?
backed you into it.
Hit us with the okie doke.
Hey, Canelo, I don't even think Canelo is the better pressure fighter than Brian Castano because I feel like Brian Castano, he has better feet than Canelo. And I feel like he puts together better combinations than Canelo. You know, Canelo got that three punch combination. I feel like Castano's pressure and his legs and everything is a lot better than Canelo, and he got better defense. I feel like Canelo hits harder, but Castano is an all around different fighter than Canelo is because Castano, he got good legs, he got good speed. Castano can move with you. Canelo ain't gonna move like that. Nah, the fight wasn't signed PGB, but you know they was about to purse bid it. So you know Bob Arum didn't want that purse bid because you know he would have got outbidded by PBC and Tom Brown Promotions. So you know they act like they made a deal, and the deal wasn't what it was supposed to be. So Frank and Earl and them ain't about to sign that bullshit. See, they didn't have the same agreement that they agreed on. So you know you can make a deal, and then when it's time for the term sheet or the contract to come out, it's stuff that's not in there that's supposed to be in there, or you done added some shit. Yes, Shawar, Castano got a lot better pressure than Canelo. I think Castano cuts the ring off better than Canelo. It took Canelo almost 12 rounds to cut it off on Caleb Plant. And Caleb Plant was talking to Canelo ass, talking about, I'm pretty good, huh? Yeah, you didn't think I'd be this good, huh? Yeah, Caleb Plant was talking to him. You see, Bivol was boxing him. Yeah, Brian Castano, he don't stop with his pressure. No, Akello, I'm just telling you, that's Bob and Top Rank's go-to move. They done did it before. Like, this is not the first time Bob Arum has did this thing right here. And Terrence Crawford even says how Bob does. But Bob and even Oscar De La Hoya, they will, to stop the purse bid, they will make a deal right then. And that'll stop the fighters from getting the purse bid because once that purse bid is made, Bob don't have no control no more. It's whoever wins that purse bid. And see, Bob doesn't have the money to go at it with Showtime and TGB Promotions. He has a budget. So it's 9 times out of 10, he's going to lose that purse bid the same way he lost to Triller. Then he lost to the Zone on the Cambosos and Tios fight. So, you know, Bob tries to keep it away from the purse bid because, you know, some fights is great because you get by with the minimum. Like Alexis Rocha and Terrence Crawford. If they would have fought on the purse bid, they could have bought that fight for under $500,000. They could have did that. But they didn't. I mean, the Zone backed out of it and they made the Crawford Spence fight. But purse bids can help you or it can hurt you. So why? It was because he felt good. He was like, man, I've been here with the great Canelo. This man ain't nothing. And Canelo was getting agitated too, the way that man was talking to him. Like, man, I'm fighting you. You talking to me? Yeah, he talking to you. But like I said, I wanted to see Frank and Shakur. But since Frank ready to jump out there, hell, put Frank with Tank. I'd much rather see that than Pitbull. Because nobody want to see the Chihuahua versus Tank. Because he ain't no Pitbull. That's what I'm saying, Kello. That's what I'm saying. I know it ain't no problem. They did send Frank some bullshit because that's the only way Frank and Earl them gonna put out the negotiation. And you know, they got Shakur out here making a damn spectacle of himself. He the damn top ranked clown right now. Don't realize they using him to damn look crazy as hell. But see, it's one thing like fighters like Shakur and Devin, they great, but they'll never be Tanks. They'll never be Wilders. They'll never be a Boots. Because Boots is gonna be something special. Or Earl. it's certain fighters that have that it factor. Shakur is great, but he doesn't have that it factor. He don't have that showstopper. People can say what they want. They can say they like to see a great boxing match, a skilled match, and everything. But Tank is the most complete fighter out there, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Tank has great offense, he has great defense. He can box on the front and back foot. He can counter. He can defend. But he got that it factor. When it's time to tuck you in and put you to sleep, he can boom and you go. He can give him a great boxing match for 7 to 8 rounds, and then he can send you to the damn nether realm. And that's what most boxing fans want to see. They want to see you sit to the damn megaverse. They don't like to see two people standing up at the end with their hands raised. No, they want to see somebody get knocked the square freak out. He's trying to curse right there. He's trying to see somebody get the dick put in the dirt, basically. And until you realize doing that, you'll never be a superstar. Floyd did it because people hated Floyd. And he realized he could live off their hate instead of their love. And so many people wanted to see Floyd lose, and he kept winning. That was even more lucrative for him. Yeah, that's how it works. But he also was a showstopper as well when he was Pretty Boy. But Shakur ain't never been a showstopper. Devin, he hasn't knocked a person down in over damn 90 some rounds. So, yeah, Kello, they're not trying to let Shakur fight on Showtime, but he was about to if they'd have won that purse bid. Two Cent, hop up here on the panel, Two Cent, and I'm gonna discuss that with you because we discussed it last time. I don't think it's the fact that DJ and Bluray can't get along. It's just I feel like you know people get prideful of their
Uh,
job. You
it's
know,
just got to figure it out, man. Them two brothers, you got to sit down and talk like men.
Reed
You know what
Philly
I mean?
salute King. Yeah, but like I said, though, bro, I feel like you see how Derrick James about snapped when Kenny Porter was like he trained Earl.
It's his
Like,
pride, and you like my thing is this: you've been trained under year twice, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got your shine, you got your just due. This loss is partially on you as well, because if Earl's sparring all them rounds, man, like I think Danny Garcia alluded to, you get hurt in camp. You putting your body through the ringer, you sparring. You know what I'm saying? Then Earl, he like to spar area guys because they got good punch resistance, but you also taking shots from these guys. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? By him being in that accident, like I understand what he's saying. He's good. Your body still go through trauma, bro. You know what I mean? Like you
yes,
human
sir.
at the end of the day. So you got to cut back on all them on the sparring. Get your boot camp road work in, man. Get your conditioning level in, cause how Derek trains his fighters, how they fight, that style, you have to be durable, man. You have to be. You know what I mean? So just cut back on the sparring, bro. You finna be fighting again in December, hopefully. So that's a quick turnaround. You don't need to be sparring all them rounds.
Rick Tim salute King. Yeah, that's what I feel. But what I was saying too, though, Blu-ray and Derek, they both. Well, Blu-ray feel like don't nobody know Earl's body better than him. KQKC.
Which I mean, that's his job, though. You know what I mean? Like he's a strength and conditioning coach. Like that's his job. I think Derek was getting offended.
KQKC. Salute, King. Yeah, I know that, but he doesn't use weights when he works with Earl. KQKC. That was somebody said that, but Blu-ray never used weights when he trained with Earl.
He
He
said
never
he did
used
the
them.
Pacquiao fight. That was the only time, and we didn't even get to see that. That's the
Yeah, he
only
said.
time he did
Yeah, them other times,
push-ups,
he didn't.
calisthenics.
All calisthenics. He said he don't use weights. He didn't use them,
He said
and
he is the machine.
the only reason that he worked with EJ on the Pacquiao fights because Earl's dad came to him. Like it's been a little inner thing between them. I try to talk to Derek about it. Derek don't even want to allude to it, so I don't even push him about it. But
He got to get rid of that pride though, man. Because
I
like
mean,
I'm not
I
saying
don't
that
even.
Earl gonna win. I'm picking him to win, but I'm not saying Blu-ray's the formula to win. But it's gonna give him a better chance because he's gonna be in better shape. You got to be in
Well, like
shape, man.
I feel like don't nobody Blue. Yeah, it did Chihuahua, but he did trade him for that one though. But like I said, like I don't think nobody knows his body. I don't think nobody knows his body. Yeah, you can hop on up here, KQ OG.
I mean, he trained with him for 11 straight fights, 11 straight stoppages. Why go away from that, bro? Why?
Yeah, that's why I said Planet 619. He never used the weights on Earl. He didn't. But like he said, don't nobody know Earl's body as good as his. And I believe like Bluray used to have Earl like he said, I make machines. I don't use machines. I turn my fighters into machines. And he's right. Earl was a damn machine. If you look at Earl's body in his fights, and then the other was that other strength and conditioning training that Earl got, he's for football and basketball. You use different muscles for football and basketball. He didn't have Earl's quick twitch muscles. Earl didn't have no abs. He didn't have no definition in his body when he came to that ring.
No.
Earl looked like he was still trying to make weight the way his body looked, man. And it was upsetting. Actually, he had 12. I think they had 12 refilling. No, it was 11 straight. No, it was 12 straight KOs because that first dude, he was an RTD. It was a round TD. That Dino guy. Yes, sir. Him and Bluray was 12-0 with 12 stoppages. Yeah, I feel you on that KQKC, but he respects Derek, and he's been with Derek longer. And like Bluray said, he said he's still cool with Earl. He still comes over to Earl house and everything. But Earl and DJ, they peaches and herd. Blu-ray was a little spice in the mix, but they ain't gonna sit there and break that up. But Earl's dad went and got him for the Pacquiao fight, but that never came into fruition.
Yeah.
But Blu-ray still keep in touch with Earl and everything. It's just Blu-ray even alluded to it that him and Derek had a little disagreement. He got a video up about it, but he didn't go into detail about it.
Yeah, Blu-ray wanted to train Earl like his full body, but Derek didn't allow him to train Earl lower body, just his upper body. So, I mean, come on, we talking about explosiveness, man. Blu-ray would have had Earl super explosive. He was already cut up like a bag of dope. You know what I mean? Running through shit. But I mean, like I say, Derek just got to put his pride to the side, man. It's about your fighters. You already got a lot of fighters on your hands, so you know what I'm saying? It's not like Blu-ray was taking credit for Earl. When he even said, like, I'm not in there telling Earl what punches to throw and this and that. He said, I'm just getting him stronger. He did. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with it. He's a strength and conditioning coach.
And
He's
Kello,
going, he's going to do that.
hold on 1 second, bro. Go ahead. My bad, bro.
No, I was just saying, like, I mean, Blu-ray, he did his job. His job is to get your fighter in peak condition and strong. You know what I mean? He's going to
Yeah.
strengthen your fighters. And it's like
Hey,
all your power will come from your core. My bad.
yeah. Hey, Kello, you don't need weights to get strong, brother. The weights is a detriment when it comes to boxing. See, when you use the weights, you put on muscles that you didn't have, and that muscle right there, that muscle, it costs you your stamina. You
Yeah.
don't want to add on muscles from the weights. You want to add it on natural with calisthenics and with dips and pull-ups and stuff like that because those muscles will work better towards you. Because if you put on the weight muscles, you'll be like Anthony Joshua. That's why he's
Yeah.
not a 12-round fighter. It sucks up your energy and it
Mhm.
makes you slower. It
You're not gonna
slows
be
you down.
elusive at all. You're not gonna be
Yeah,
elusive.
them,
You're
them,
gonna
them
you're gonna
metal
have heavy
weights.
feet.
Yeah, the middleweights will slow you down and make you slower. It make you slower. Calisthenics is all you need right there. Herschel Walker, the football player, never lifted weights in his life or never used a weight machine. He did everything he did off calisthenics. I mean, uh, yeah, Kello Charlo's lifting weights and Bud is too, but yeah, but like Earl was already fighting, trying to stay in that damn 147 division, bro. Earl's a lot bigger than Bud is. You feel what
Yeah,
I'm
he
saying?
didn't need no weights, bro. No,
Like Earl was
that's
teetering
wrong.
on the line. So if you put even a pound of so if you put a pound on there, that'd be hard. Oh yeah, KQKC, yeah, he was winning before and after Bluray, but Bluray made him. I mean, Earl was a special fighter anyway because before Bluray, he had I think he was like 10 wins and like three of them he didn't knock out because he didn't knock out he didn't knock out Larte.
Larte, Ronald Cruz,
Yeah, Ronald Cruz. Because after the Ronald Cruz, that's when he got the knockout streak
got with
going.
Bluray. Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
So after that, the last fight before he got with Bluray, he didn't stop that last fighter before Bluray, and then he stopped 12 straight, and then he had the Mikey Garcia fight. He didn't have Bluray for that.
He didn't do
He
no
didn't
strength
have
and
Bluray.
conditioning shit. He just ran and sparred.
Yeah, he didn't have Blu-ray from Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter, but
Danny Garcia. His dad contacted Bluray for the Danny Garcia fight. I gotta say,
what happened to
Earl,
my guy Terry Smoot? I thought I let him on.
just gotta get back on this shit, man. Get back, be disciplined. Hey, up Islam, I meant to ask you something. You see, Earl is suspended from the Nevada State Athletic Commission until the
That happens
28th
after
of
you
this month.
fight, bro. Anytime you fight, you get suspended.
Stop. Is it true that you can't be in the gym? You can't be in the gym and around no boxing activities until your suspension is uplifted.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to be working out or training and shit like that.
Damn, so he gonna be behind the ball, dog.
Yeah,
God
no, he
damn.
has a gym he has a gym at his house.
Oh, so you just can't be in a boxing gym like in
I
the
mean,
public.
there's ways around it. My guy
Yeah.
Terry Smoot, salute, King.
Oh shoot! What up, guys? Good afternoon. My bad, guys. I just got on lunch right now, so my bad if
Going
you guys
down.
hear the background. My bad. How you gentlemen doing? I was listening in for a minute.
I'm fine, I'm fine. Yeah, Rick Timms. Herschel Walker used to do 1,000 push-ups a day and 1,000 crunches.
Hey, shout out to him. He's staying on par with Herschel Walker. I think they say Herschel Walker still does his thousand. But no,
Darius Gilliard, salute. Hey, OGKQKC, man, you welcome to hop up here anytime, OG. But yeah, but like I said, it's gonna be some bull crap going on. Bob Arum, he never wanted to see Shakur shine anyway. Like, you know, Bob been hating on him since the damn Valdez fight. But if they probably put some bull crap in that Frank Martin contract. That's why they stepped back. But
Yeah, they did. They did.
they should make Shakur versus Martala and go ahead and give Frank Martin the Tank a go. They both in-house fights. They can put it on pay-per-view. Frank versus Tank. That's a great fight.
Yeah, Sean Gibbons, Manny Pacquiao promoter. He pushing that Isak versus Tank rematch, man. They put Isak over Frank in the WBA rankings. I just don't understand
Bro,
that.
I just felt
it's
I
the
was telling
fan
my boy
base.
Knockout.
I
I
think it's
told
because of the fan base. Like they know that they could possibly make more money on a rematch with Isaac Cruz and with Tank than they possibly could with Frank and with Tank. You know what I mean?
but Pitbull, I think it's like this because Calvin Ford, when Esau fought Tank the first time, Esau only got 600,000. And before then he only made 25,000. So that was a big boost for him. And so Calvin Ford thinking if we get Esau Cruz, that's a big payday for us, and we ain't got to give him a lot anyway. But Like I said, I felt like Giovanni beat Esau Cruz. I even picked Giovanni to beat Esau Cruz. Naughty Crash, salute, King. And it showed us that Esau is a flawed fighter. The man, all he do is throw haymakers, man. He can't box. And like I said, I would love to see Tank in there with a Frank Martin. I think that'll do at least 500, maybe 600,000. Because it'll be Tank versus a young, athletic, undefeated black fighter that can crack and he got speed. Plus, that's Earl Spence's protege. That fighter do numbers. I think he'll probably do more than Pitbull Cruz, man.
You think so? Off the rematch or off the first one? You think so?
I think so now because of such the performance that Pitbull put on versus
Oh yeah,
my
Giovanni.
boy
That was
Giovanni.
yeah. He was supposed to put him away. That went to a split decision, which means that Giovanni actually won on somebody's scorecard, which is
He won on
crazy.
mine because I picked him.
Bro, Pitbull can do shit. Giovanni was clinching him. He couldn't do nothing, man.
That was a bad fight. Like
And
I
then
didn't
after
even.
the
I
eighth
really
round,
thought he was. I really thought he was gonna get him out of there. I'm like, wait, he's in the 12th, and I'm like, he's still standing. I'm like, and he wasn't
no,
really
but
that
y'all didn't
marked
even
up
see it.
either. He wasn't
Y'all
even marked up either.
look, y'all missed the intricate. Y'all missed what he did though. He wore Pitbull down to the 8th round. He stopped dodging Pitbull shots.
Yeah.
Giovanni Cabrera seen that Pitbull lost all the mustard off his shots, and that's when he started trading with him. And if y'all have turned into KQKC, that man right there was calling every punch, every throw, everything. That man was calling it. Telling Shawal KQKC was calling the hell out that damn fight. I said, well, I know OG time, boy, but he didn't miss a bleep. He didn't miss a beat. He would call Pitbull, throw a punch, Cabrera, throw a punch, like it was working overtime. But he exposed him, man. He couldn't even pop a pimple on Cabrera, man.
Dude didn't even drop him. Like that's why I said like I think
Nah.
that was a very bad fight. And then you want to use that fight going in like after going with Cabrera into Tank, like dude, now we
Yeah.
know this. Now we know that's a slaughterhouse. Like look at you couldn't even handle the young kid who you got way more experience on. Now imagine Tank after now his hand is healed and everything. Oh, bro, it's not. Come on, this ain't a fair fight like that. Come on, man. You leading the sheep to the slaughter.
And that man told Pitbull before the fight, he talking about they call me the O snatcher. He said I'm gonna box your head in. And Pitbull was talking all that crap, and he boxed that man head in. He was popping that man head back with the jab like he said he would too. And I felt like they robbed that man because he was 22-0 before that fight.
It's just because he didn't have a name. Like, they'll give him
Exactly.
but he did. I'll put it like this. He's almost like that dude, Artem. Artem did a great job of showing for himself when he fought Frank
But
Martin.
see, Artem, I told everybody this was gonna be a great fight for Frank because Artem, you gotta realize this man has over 230 victories out of 250 fights amateur. Plus, he was 12-0 with 7 stoppages at 140. He was coming down to 135 to
Yeah,
fight Frank
yeah.
Martin.
He does. He did say that he varies in weight. He can go 135 or 140. So,
Yeah,
but
that man
he's a
right there,
great.
and he's a bronze medalist, or was it silver? It was one
No,
of them medals.
he's a bronze. He was a bronze. He is a
Yeah,
medalist. He is a bronze, and but not like that. So I said like that fight was a good test for him. Same thing with Isaac Cruz, but it's like, dude, now that if you did that with this kind of person who's never fought for a world title or anything, like how really ready are you? Like, let's be honest. Like, I understand they're trying to build you up, maybe for the money, but like, honestly, like, can you put him in there with like an Edwin De Los Santos? Could you put him? Well,
no.
could you put him in there with any other people? Like, oh, don't even put me Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz will run right through him. Like, certain people like they're gonna have to stay away because
But you know
there's
what's
money in the
crazy?
building behind.
This is what's the messed up thing about it, right? The man lost the Tank. The next fight after that was against a semi-retired Gamboa who they
Yep.
drugged. They drugged the Gamboa. Then they fought some cab driver that had a 50-50 record after
Yep.
that. And then he fought Giovanni Cabrera. So he
Mm-hmm.
lost the Tank. He fought 2 mediocre guys and a decent guy and got his ass whooped on that one. And they deserves a Tank rematch.
You see how they want. You see, I know what you mean. Trust me, I agree with you, Upper Echelon. It doesn't make sense to me, but I mean, we gotta. It's the
I would
sport.
say at least let him and De Los Santos fight for the winner fight Tank because I'd rather see Dos Santos fight Tank than Pitbull.
But then we're doing knockoff politics. It's almost like with when Frank Martin had to fight Michelle Rivera, they had to knock each other off for that WBA ranking. You know, it's like not. So we're doing knockoff politics. I got to knock you off in order to get said title shot.
But Tank was gonna fight Rivera though because he wanted that shit. Michelle
Man,
Rivera was a good
they were
thing.
that was already brewing for a while. They already had that. You know what I mean?
But I'm gonna tell you a fight that people don't see on the rise, but it's coming. Look, Ryan Garcia is gonna win 2 fights at 140 because he's looking good with Derek James too. Because I was watching him on FaceTime the other day, like I was telling y'all. But Ryan Garcia is gonna win 2 fights, and then they're gonna call for the Tank and Ryan rematch. Watch.
Would that be at 40? You think it's gonna be at 40?
I think they're gonna do it at 140 for the bag because they're gonna say Ryan was weight drained. And see, right now Derek James got Ryan keeping that right hand at home. And
that's what I was about to tell you. I was about to tell you right now. Like I be seeing the work. You see how Ryan is now keeping that higher up defense. That right guard defense.
Yeah, that high guard.
Keeping it because you're keeping it right there to defend from that hook and everything.
Hey,
so
you know what's crazy?
He used to always drop it. You know what I mean? He always
stick his chin out. And stick his chin out. But you know what else is crazy? Ryan has a right hand now. He just don't rely on that left. His right hand is real dangerous. I seen it. It's real dangerous.
Yeah, shit. He got tired of Derek hitting him upside his damn head with the mitts.
Yeah.
But that was to teach him. That's to teach him, dude. Keep this at home. Keep this high guard right here.
Exactly.
This is open. I got to keep showing you what's open, and you got. You know what I mean. You got to adjust to what is open right now.
He gonna start parrying punches more too.
Don't let Ryan learn to catch and counter. Now we might have a problem.
They teaching him to catch and shoot right now.
Yeah, don't let him. He learns to catch and shoot. With that power, we might have a problem.
Yeah, look, I'm telling you, that's why I can't wait to see his fight. I want everybody to see what Ryan looking like right now. Ryan looking like a young Earl out there.
I mean, like he needs and this is why I was saying, I don't know what
that right. Remember how Earl used to rip that right into the body?
But here's
Ryan is ripping that right into the body now. He's ripping his right into the body and coming up top with the left. Like,
but here's the thing though, upper echelon. What was he learning so many times throughout the amateurs and even for his young professional career? What were his coaches teaching him? Like, what were
his coaches weren't teaching him because they said Ryan wouldn't really come to the gym.
See, so he wasn't disciplined.
Yeah, but see, this is what I be telling people right here. Everybody talk about how good Devin Haney is, right? And this is what I had to tell people. Ryan Garcia has way more potential than Devin Haney. And this is what I tell people. If you remember, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, they went 3-3 in the amateurs. They both won 3 times against each other.
Yep.
The difference is Devin Haney been training hard. Ryan has been bull job training. That's for 1. For 2, Ryan Garcia is faster and he has a power punch. Devin has neither one. Now,
hold on, upper echelon. Now, our golden rule is, you know me, we both played sports. What do they always say? Talent always beats hard work whenever that talent doesn't want to work hard. But that means I got a question. Who's always been more athletically and more talented? Has it been Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia?
Ryan, because he didn't work out.
You think Ryan's been more
gifted, but he was athletically gifted. See, I'm gonna tell you, he was athletically gifted, but never was inclined to use it, just like Terrence Crawford. I hate to say it because Earl's my guy, but Terrence Crawford was athletically gifted. You see, he used to have a lazy ass jab, a lazy ass paw and jab. And then you see when he fought Earl, he actually turned his jab into a weapon. Instead of that lazy paw and jab that he used to have, he turned that thing into a laser focused cannon. And he blasted Earl with that thing. He blasted him with that laser cannon.
Ain't it amazing what one training camp can do?
Exactly.
You can tell they worked on that shit all training camp, man. Coach Red said it. One of his man, we know Earl, in order to take away his jab, turns had to go southpaw, and he had to establish his jab.
Exactly. And his was that
front lead hand, you could paw it on the, you know what I mean? If you're a southpaw, you could, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's his power hand. And that's what I'm saying. And Ryan was always more athletic than Devin. So now Ryan.
You think so? I thought Devin was playing football and everything. Come on, man.
Okay, who's faster? Who hits harder? That's athletics right there too.
Oh, I think Devin runs 100 faster than Ryan.
You think
You
Devin's
know,
hands is faster than Ryan's?
yeah, no, Ryan has fast hands. Ryan has fast hands.
Okay, you think Devin's footwork better than Ryan's?
Yes, yes. Come on, come on. Footwork,
Yeah,
yes. You know, Ryan
well,
has bad
maybe
footwork.
not now. It's not, but you know.
Oh no,
Oh, oh,
Ryan's got great upper body movement, and he does have more power. He does got more power than Devin. Naturally stronger, yes, but that's why I
Devin's
say
lower
after.
body is better. Ryan got a better upper body, but
Yeah.
now you got to look at it. Ryan's been working out and training. See,
Mhm.
Devin has been training with Floyd and them his whole career. Like Devin's been getting the guidance. Ryan's been making TikTok videos and stuff. He ain't been training. He
Yeah.
had coaches that let him just do whatever. Now he has a coach that's got him buckled down and training. The man looks like a welterweight right now. He's
Mhm.
brawling. And the
No,
man,
he put on size ever since I'm like, Ryan, you look a lot more focused. You look big, low key.
yeah. Like Ryan, look, I would put Ryan up against Regis Prograis right now, bro. Like that's how
Whoa, 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 whoa.
no,
Let's not get out
that's
of
how much
hand
I've
now.
seen, bro. Like I'm not, I keep it 100. Right now, I think he would clip Regis Prograis. I know he would beat Josh Taylor right now. Matter
Well,
of fact, Tia Female around would be a million by fight right now. Because people don't realize Ryan Garcia is one half of like Ryan Garcia is the A side to everybody not named Tank.
true,
Because
true.
people don't gotta realize Ryan's fans have been waiting for him to fight somebody credible. He fought Tank. Now that Ryan is with Derrick James, and I see his fan page, they're happy of what he's doing right now. Ryan's next, that's why Oscar's trying to hold on to, because Ryan's next fight, he's gonna break the bank again. And Oscar's
Yeah.
trying to keep a hold of that.
If you give Ryan a decent name, like I'm not gonna say a Brandon Lee. I mean, we could. I think Ryan would actually get Brandon Lee, to be honest with you.
I would like to see Ryan versus David at 140.
I mean,
He
that's
talking
too
about
soon.
like
That's
next,
too
like right
soon,
now.
man. That's too
Hey,
soon, man.
upper echelon. Who did JoJo Diaz last fight?
Oh,
Jojo
that was
Diaz.
Mercito Gesta.
And when was that? Like in July, June?
Yeah, June or July. That was his last That was his last fight under that Golden Boy contract. Because now he's a free agent now.
Could be fighting Ryan next.
It was supposed to be Ryan versus Roley for that belt.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, but then the WBA they issued a mandatory on a WBA Super. That's where O'Hara Davies got
But
got
guess
the call.
what? They done pushed it back. O'Hara Davies ain't got the fight yet. But you know what happened, right? Soon
Mm-mm.
as O'Hara Davies got put as the mandatory, Oscar De La Hoya signed him just so he can do business with PBC and them again.
He wants to try to find a way, a back door to try to do side business with PBC. He's trying to find that backdoor avenue.
He see what
Come
that
on,
money look
Oscar.
like. That's all that is. Thomas
Oscar
Hill,
wants
salute,
money,
King.
man.
Wait, Oscar, I thought you're messing with the zone, man.
It's
Keep
about
that.
money,
Wait,
dog.
you stay. I
Coach
told him
About
you
Amber
money.
stay
Smooth
over there. Don't
Princess,
come
salute.
over here. You stay over there.
Global News TV, salute, peace and blessings. I had to make sure I holler at my people. Yeah, so he's trying to keep dealing business with pay-per-view. But Ryan Garcia is trying to get free of Al because he's trying to sign with Mayweather.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But Shawah, Ryan beat the hell out of O'Hara Davies.
Oh, dude, Ryan stops him.
That's why I think maybe since he signed the Oscar, they should let Ryan fight O'Hara Davies and then the winner fights Rolly. Because Ryan gonna stop Rolly. And it's so I want to see Ryan beat Rolly so bad because Rolly bullied Ryan the first time they fought.
In that sparring session.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bullied
Ryan
Ryan.
finished.
He bullied Ryan bad. And I can't wait till he see the new Ryan because Rolly about to get done bad.
True.
And see that fight gonna do numbers because they got the exit that Rolly did Ryan dirty, and now we got Ryan 2.0. Ryan's gonna sit there and abuse Rolly. He's gonna knock
Brody
Rolly
talk
the hell
shit
out.
too. They
I
gonna
can see
talk
that
shit.
doing over. I can see that doing over 650, 700K pay-per-views, because you got to think you're gonna have the show times, you're gonna have everything else, you're gonna have the press conferences, you're gonna have the weigh-ins. I can sort of see that shit. I can see that doing like 650, 700K.
Yeah, Philly. Rolly got the WBA Super. Yeah, Barroso beat Rolly.
Yeah.
Barroso was a good fighter though. For the last 20 years, he been a great fighter. You know, he old like damn King Kong Ortiz. You know, you can't really tell the age of them fighters. They be ancient. Cool
When they,
J, salute.
when they were born, they didn't have such thing as a birth certificate.
Yeah. But yeah, like Ryan Garcia, I think Ryan he beats Rolly. And hell, Ryan versus Devin. Devin gonna have to take 25% versus Ryan because Ryan
Oh
is,
hell, 25. Can I at least get 35?
bro. Look,
Let me
how
get
can
that
Devin
Errol.
ask
Let me
for
get that
anything
Errol
more
Spence.
versus
Let me get the
Ryan?
Errol
Though?
Spence. Let me get the Errol Spence special. Let me get the 60-40. Let me get that 60-40.
But you know, Ryan is the A side to everybody at 140.
I know. Look,
And you know Ryan, Ryan, him and Devin don't like each other anyway. So even if Ryan offers Devin 25%, that'd be more than he's ever made. And
that is so. I know that is. You're being right. That is true. But it's like, damn.
that's just like I was telling people if Tank went against Devin, Tank could give Devin 5%. And it'd be
5%.
you want me to tell you
Come on.
why? Because check this out.
The man said 5%,
You know
bro.
why? Because Tank
That's
and
slave
Ryan,
wages.
check this out. Tank and Ryan, they did over $160 million in pay-per-view altogether. With the gate, and with the 1.4 billion pay-per-view buys and all that. While Devin and Lomachenko did 150,000 buys,
Yeah, I
which
think that did like 6 or 7 million in total. I think
yeah,
that.
6 or 7 million. So if you take 6 or 7 million and you put that against 160 million, that's not even 3%, bro. That's not even 3%.
I'm mad. This man said I give Devin 5%. God damn it! You couldn't even
But,
give
but
me
but look at it.
10.
Look,
I feel
okay.
what you mean. I know what you mean in regards to the numbers and what you bring and what you. I feel you. I feel you. Trust me.
I would give him.
That does.
I wouldn't even do that. I would just give Devin a flat 10 million. Like, look here, I'm gonna give you 10 million for this fight. That's it.
Yeah, at that point, I take it. I'd rather. At some point, you got to go against you. You'd have to
That's
weigh
how
your options
Canelo
up.
does it. He gave Caleb Plant 9 million straight.
And what
Bivol
did he?
only got 7 million. Like
Oh
Canelo,
yeah, so that means he's so what is he like 80-90% getting all the pay-per-view back in and maybe the promotional company or the networks they get the other
see, now
10%.
Canelo what? Because he was getting that big guarantee, and when he was fighting in the zone wasn't giving him that back end. That's why he wanted to come over to PBC. Because now, like with him and Charlo fight, he got the 30 million guarantee. Well, he got the 3 fight for 100, so that's 30-35 million per fight, right? But
Right.
then after they get the 2 guarantees out the way, then they get part of that back end. So Canelo. He goddamn get that 35 million and Charlo get 10 million up front. That's 45 gold. And like I said, they're gonna
But
do
then the
over a million
pay-per-view
pay-per-view.
once the pay-per-view numbers come out, they'll get some more money on top
That'll be
of
another 30-40 million for
them. That means we got to start coming out now. We got to start coming out and purchasing these fights for these fighters. Fuck the
them.
streaming. People
Canelo did 800,000 with Caleb Plant.
Yeah, that was and Caleb Plant was saying he got it 10 million and everything. Like
He
he's
got
not
his
even really
straight up
hurting.
front though. He didn't get percentage. He only got it up front.
Oh, so he took the flat. So he had a flat fee.
Yeah. See, Charlo ain't going for that shit. Charlo
He
ain't
know
going
no
for it.
Charlo knew because of the Castano fights. He knew what it was hitting for. He knows that there's money on that back end.
I mean, but Charlo, he been on pay-per-view before when he fought
Yeah.
Rosario and during the
About
pandemic.
Rosario, he got Castano twice. I'm not
Castano
sure
was his
about a.
biggest check though. He got like 8 million for the Castano fight, and that wasn't even pay-per-view.
See, so he knows what it's hitting for. So no, if I'm Charlo, I wouldn't take a flat fee because I
I
know that
think
there's.
I think Canelo got like 35 guaranteed. I think Charlo got like 7 million guaranteed, right? So look,
That's literally right. Mathematically, that is like 85-15 right there.
no, check this out. Check this out. This is the guarantee. So that's 42 million right there, right?
Okay.
Now Canelo to really still the face of boxing. I feel like Canelo did 1.2 with Triple G. I think him and Charlo do at least 1.4 like Ryan and Tank did, right? But let's just say
I'll say 900,000.
all right, let's just say they do 1 million, right?
They'll
Because
do a million.
Canelo versus a black fighter, he's gonna do 1 million.
All right, now quick question: how much do you think it's costing? 80 or 90?
Oh, it's gonna be 85.
Okay, so that's 85 million. So that's 85 million right there.
Okay, so let's take off the 42 million that came from the guarantees. Boom. Take off another 10 million for the Showtime and them getting their shit. And I'm not even gonna.
You're still sitting at 32. You're still sitting on 32 million left.
Yeah, and let's just say 25 million for the gate because you know they're gonna break the gate record.
So you're still sitting at around 7 to 8 million plus.
No, add 25 million for the gate.
Oh, add 20. Oh shit. Oh.
You know the gate. You know they're gonna break they about to make the third straight $20 million gate.
If they do that with so you're already looking at, dude, you're looking at over maybe 65, 70 million off revenue on top of paying the contracts and everything.
And now let's just say all the
Well,
let's just
then
take off.
can
Let's just
I
take off
take away
15.
can I take away 2 million because I got to pay the undercard
No,
fighters and
look,
I'm
I was
paying.
gonna say take off 10 million. No, take off 15 million for the undercard.
Oh shit, you're still floating over 40, 50. You're still floating over 42 million.
And then with that right there, 60-40 that right there. So you give Charlo another 20 million and you give Canelo another 20 million and then PVC keep the rest. So Canelo walks away with about 55 million while Charlo walks with about 27, 30 million.
Yeah, PBC can still walk away and pocket 8 to 10 million on the green. In the green. That means that's straight revenue.
And I was generous saying 15 to the undercard.
Yeah, that's what I told you too. I was like, you being generous.
Nah, you can't say 2 for that undercard because you got Jesus Ramos versus Lubin. You got Ugas versus Barrios, and you got your boy Elijah Garcia. That's why I said this fight gonna do at least 1.4 million.
I like that. I like that undercard.
Huh?
No, I like that undercard with that main event. Like I was thinking maybe 800. Like now I'm thinking 900 plus, maybe a mil. If it touches a mil,
it did 1.2 with damn Triple G, bro. 1.2 with Triple G.
But they weren't on. But that was a DAZN though. They weren't over.
And you know they do better on Showtime. They do on DAZN, bro.
True.
That's
why
what
I'm like.
Canelo. See, Canelo did 600,000 with John Ryder on DAZN. He did 800,000. Bear 24 salute. So look, he did 600,000 with John Ryder, but he did 800,000 with Caleb on PBC. PBC and Showtime, they still higher, bro.
True.
That's why Canelo loves it over here.
I think now, question: who do you think is a little bit of a bigger name, Caleb Plant or Jermell Charlo? Because if you can
Charlo is undisputed.
So we can expect to make over 800, 900,000 on the PPV.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm the one that told everybody that I told everybody that Spencer Crawford wouldn't do over 700,000.
I sort of had a feeling.
I'm telling you, Canelo and Charlo will do this. Look, Canelo fans have been calling for this shit for years. Look, this fight does more than 1.2, maybe 1.4. It's gonna do more than Tank and Ryan.
Oh lordy, I don't know.
You got to realize Canelo is still the face of boxing. This is the fight that his fans have been crying for, and they think that he's about to beat Charlo.
Yeah, I agree. This fight gonna sell. Y'all know how it is.
Oh man, my man done fell off. Smoot done fell off. I'll drop the link back, Smoot. Hold on. Oh, he back up. You got to realize, Terry, this is the fight that his fans been calling for. You know, they've been wanting him to fight Charlo for the longest. They've been wanting him to fight Charlo, so they gonna show up and show out for this. I'm telling you, this is over 1.4. This is Canelo you talking about. Now Smoot having problems. Hey Bear, I give him more than 800. I give him more than 800 to a mil. I'm just trust me, because the undercard for one, for two, if he can do 1.2 with Triple G, I know he can do more with Charlo.
Yeah, y'all know Mexicans versus blacks always sells, man.
Yeah, Mexicans and blacks will always sell. And you know, they've been wanting a Charlo versus Canelo for 7 years now. Exactly, Thomas Hill. First off, that undercard is the best undercard. Man, that undercard, That's 3 fights on the undercard that can be main events. Erickson Lubin versus Jesus Ramos. This the end of Erickson Lubin at 154 because Ramos about to destroy this nigga.
Yeah, salute to Erickson Lubin, man, and turning it down, dog.
Yeah, you gotta salute Erickson Lubin, man. Erickson Lubin, boy, he done had a bad go of it though, bro. Good God.
I mean, that's why people would tell him don't take the Charlo fight
They
too early.
told him not to take the Charlo fight,
Do
but
that, man.
but look, I
I
respect that he went
understand.
for it.
It's your first title shot, payday, all that, but it fucked him up, man.
Yeah, and then that fight with Fundora, he was winning. He was winning.
Chose to slug it out. Like, why?
Yeah, but now he going against Ramos. It ain't really shit he can do in this one. Cause Ramos, he rehydrates to about 175, and Ramos, Bear, he won't smoke with EJ, but he going against Ramos though.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be the same. He really ain't gonna be the same after this fight.
Oh no, Ramos about to finish this nigga, dog.
He might as well fight Jared Hurd at 60 or something. Tony Harrison or something.
Yeah, after Lubin fight this fight, his next fight will either be Jared Hurd, J Rock, or Tony Harrison. Be the washed out crew.
Jesus Ramos beat the shit out of Joey Spencer, man.
Bro, he was beating the shit out of Brian Mendoza. Brian Mendoza's only one of 3 people that didn't get knocked out by Ramos. But Brian Mendoza, he took a hell of a beating though. A hell of a beating.
Yeah, that Mendoza, man, that fight with him and Tim Zoo, that ring gonna be small as shit.
Oh, that's okay. Mendoza, he can slug it out. Mendoza, look, Tim Zoo didn't want that fight against Ramos. Tim Zoo ducked that shit. Ramos was calling him out before he fought Ocampo. BL salute, King.
Yeah, I'll be happy if somebody get Tim Zoo ass out the way.
I wanted Tim Zoo to go against Ramos, but Tim Zoo ain't stupid. Hey, BL. I think Brian Mendoza can thump with him in there. Because Mendoza was in that phone booth with Ramos for about a round and a half. And then Ramos started shaking that phone booth and he got up out of there. But I would love to see Tim Zoo versus damn Jesus Ramos, boy. But Tim Zoo was not going for that shit. Then Ramos called out Xander Zaya. Top Rank said Xander Zaya wasn't ready for it yet.
Nah, he need about four more fights. Them kids over there, man, they depressed as hell. They don't even want to fight for real.
I think Ramos can beat your boy at 168.
What are you talking about?
What's the Puerto Rican that knocked out everybody, then start ain't knocked out nobody since?
At 68?
Went to match room. Thought he was gonna fight Canelo and didn't.
Oh, Berlanga.
Yeah. I see Ramos fight Berlanga and knock his ass out.
Yeah, Berlanga, he jumped the gun too. Thought he was gonna get a damn Canelo fight listening to Eddie Hearn line.
Yeah, Kawhi. Ryan's gonna be great. Because Ryan got a lot of intangibles.
Yeah,
Ryan remind you of Broly. Broly had a lot of potential, but didn't nobody train him. Now Broly got that training.
Man. That's all he got to do is stay his ass in the gym, learn.
If I was Ryan, I'd be sparring against Frank Martin while we over there.
Yeah, Derrick James, he building that stable. They got some young studs over there, man. Because Maurice James' brother, he got some fighters.
Ryan and Frank Martin should be sparring each other.
Yeah, I agree.
Salute my guy Thomas Hill.
You definitely salute to me, man. Upper echelon. I just wanted to comment on the fact right there that you were just talking about regarding Ryan, man. I mean, people. I mean, I think it's the backlash of just Tank, man. That they forget that this was a fighter that people were calling out to fight other fighters because they felt like he was a test. But now all of a sudden he's not a test and he's a joke. Man, Ryan got mad skill set. He just isn't technically sound defensively, and he relies too heavy on the punch. Man, he has so many gifts that if properly trained and if he can receive the training, will bode danger for a lot of people in front of him. So like I'm hoping that he get a chance to prove his mettle. And I think at 140 there's some hitters up in there that if he knock them down, they're gonna have to start changing the narrative that they speak on him.
Oh, they will. They will. Because see, what people got to realize, Ryan was a diamond not polished.
Yeah.
Ryan, he was doing everything off what he knew in the amateurs. Like he was fighting like an amateur. People got to realize Ryan and Devin split it. They were 3-3. So they was on the same level. If Devin could become undisputed, just think Ryan could become that too. But look, Ryan can do everything Devin can do, but he got more power and speed. And see, if Devin had Ryan's power, Devin would be a superstar right now. If Devin could hit like Ryan, he would be a superstar. But
so let me ask you this: Do you think that the weight cut was taken away from a pop that he possesses, and that now that he's fully up to a weight that he's more comfortable at, that you'll see a lot more pop coming from him?
Who, Devin?
Yeah, from Devin.
No.
I don't know, man. I hope so, but he was supposed to get
stronger.
But Bluray said that they was on some cap.
Yeah, he said, Bill said when they was to move up to 40, yeah, because the guy they was working with was getting them down to 35, and he did a good enough job to win those fights. But we don't know, man. We'll have to see.
Bluray said he would work with him too. That was the cold water about it.
I know Regis ain't the first fight that they're gonna have at 140. It's too dangerous. You don't know what it's like to fight a 140-pounder yet.
Who you talking about? Devin Haney and Regis? No, shit. They said they fighting in December at the Chase Bank Center.
I thought they were bullshitting about it. I thought it was problems.
Man, they said December 9th. They kept pushing it back. Because Eddie Hearn said Regis signed that shit. They just needed a venue. Everything in Vegas was booked up. PBC got that shit on lock.
Regis just came out with a video saying he found out.
People forget it's college football season.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you got to be a hell of a draw to take away from college football.
Yep. It ain't gonna happen.
But I mean, I'm hoping he do well, man. I mean, they two brothers, so I don't have no dog in the fight, but because I really want him to fight Tank, I want him to win.
I'm just saying, at the 140 division, they better start watching Ryan Garcia, bro. And I'm not capping just for cap. I'm just telling you that man looked good. And he finally get to put his damn skills to the test. Like, that's just like if you got a Deontay Wilder, right? And you teach him how to jab and box. Ryan had power, but he didn't really know how to box that well. Just think if somebody took Deontay Wilder and gave him fundamentals.
Man, he be ridiculous.
Exactly. That's what I think Ryan about to do to the lower weight class right now. I would love to see him versus Devin now. All that shit Devin talk.
He do got Devin down. He catch you.
So what, bro?
I said he do got some good power because when he touch you, you gonna feel it.
Ryan?
Ass too, boy.
Yeah, he got fast hands and he got that twitch power. Like, it don't look like as much, but man, when they connect, that's your tail, Mr. Postman.
And yeah, and now he got it where he throw that left to your jaw and that right to your body. He throw that right just like Earl throw that right to the body now.
I bet he be digging that body.
He digging that
I
body.
bet he be digging that body.
So what you see, Upper? You just saw him on the mitts on the bag with Derek, or you just saw him like sparring?
I seen him sparring a 147 pounder.
No, okay, good work, good
It was a
work.
good look.
He was sparring a welterweight. And
He
it
looked
was
good.
working him.
Okay.
I only seen like half the round. I think it was like the third round that I caught in on.
Yeah.
But they had Ryan. Ryan came out. He jabbed him a couple times. He shot the right to the body. The dude dropped his elbow down, and Ryan caught him to the chin, backed him up against the thing, and hey, you were working him, and the dude wrapped him up.
Mm-hmm.
But that's Derek was like, hey, see? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah.
So Bluray working with him too?
And I ain't see Bluray there.
Well, Bluray don't really be at the gym. He said when he trained Earl, he was either at Earl house or Bluray house.
I was about to say, yeah, because I know
I don't
I
know
that.
if
saw
them
that
brothers get it
football trainer
together.
up there.
Yeah, Sanders fit. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't need all that, man. Let that shit go.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as far as that Canelo fight, though, man, I mean, I'm not a Canelo hater. I do recognize that he gets to move around differently than most fighters should be able to, and like other fighters want to move around. So, he's afforded that luxury because he's been making big fights, and he done made a lot of big fights in his career, but
Yep.
he still is the draw. I mean, when you look at some of the fights that he done fought and the people he fought against, he pretty much sold the fight, and it was pretty good
Muhammad.
numbers. That
Sorry about
that
that.
being the case, and now he fighting against the brother, and everybody likes to see the brother lose. I mean, that's just a given.
Now, you know,
You know,
Canelo fans, they've been hating Charlo.
Because they know
Either
he a
he
threat.
called Charlo or Boo Boo. Either
yeah,
one Canelo would have sold out with Charlo or Boo Boo. But yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a fight.
it is on a hell of a card, man. That card is special.
That card,
That
the
card
best
is
card
super
all year
special,
right there.
man.
He
I'd
might
say
get
in a
4
good
knockouts on that
time too.
card.
In a good
Elijah
time, because like,
Garcia, I feel like Elijah Garcia gonna get the stoppage. I don't even know who gonna win between Barrios and Ugas because Barrios looked good his last fight.
yeah, and we don't know how Ugas is gonna look on the
And,
rebound, but
and then I
if
think
it's
Ramos is
typical
gonna
art,
stop Lubin. Huh?
I said if it's typical Ugas, that's gonna be some stuff right there, some fireworks in that fight.
Oh, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. And then we get to see Lubin get stopped. I think Lubin make it to the 8th. Ramos just hits too hard, man. He don't even try.
And he relentless. Well, his placement, his punch placement is like astounding.
Look, you see
He works your body up, down, down, up.
Hey, look, you see Joey Spencer ain't fought yet.
Hell no, yeah, he was taking man, Joey. I felt bad for Spencer, boy, because he was there eating the. My man was eating the beating that night, boy. I mean, damn, it was like I felt he got hit, bro. I could feel the punches hitting his ass, dog. I was like, damn. But I don't think he should have been in the ring with him, man. I think he went up a little too high.
Hell, Joey Spencer was a contender. What you mean?
Didn't he go up though?
Nah, they both 154.
Yeah, well, that 154 he went against that night wasn't something nice for him.
I told you, Ramos, he rehydrated about 175 though. Ramos
That nigga
rehydrated
freaking
about
looked like a beast in
175.
that ring. Yeah, he looked like a beast in that ring.
Yeah. Your boy got to feel that too.
Yeah. Lubin, yeah. Well, hopefully Lubin don't fight him like he fought for Honduras.
He better get on
Hopefully
that
he
bike.
was. Yeah, man. He got to box. He got to box his tail off. He got to. Because if he let that boy get close to him, boy, it's gonna be Spencer part
Yeah,
two.
Spencer was 16-0 with 10 knockouts before he fought Ramos.
Yeah, Ramos ain't no slouch, man. That motherfucker can fight.
Yeah,
Hell
he
nah.
20-0 with 16 knockouts.
That motherfucker can crack.
And he places
Javier
those
Molina,
punches.
that's the dude name. Javier Molina and Brian Mendoza and Luke Santa Maria was 3 people that he didn't knock out.
Yeah, he puts a beating on Spencer, man. I felt every punch. I'm like, damn, dog. I was like, yo, the ref at some point he gonna have to step in, man. Because my man, he ain't showing no quit, but boy, it ain't no quit coming back from that other side neither. And he was
Hey,
just
that's the
throwing
way it
them
was
punches.
looking when Brian Mendoza was fighting him, bro.
Yeah,
You know, Brian Mendoza was 19
yeah,
and
yeah.
1 when he fought him.
Brian looked like he did a little bit more against him though, but he was taking a beating too. Spencer, it didn't look like he had anything to do. But just sit there and take that beating, man. And like no matter what he did, it was like gnats hitting him, and he was coming back with like them hornets, them ones that be killing folks.
He would come back with the thud. He would come back with the
Man, and I had it, man. I don't know what connection we had, but you could hear them suckers just bounce off his body. Like pop, pop, boom.
I was telling the man,
And then
stop the
once
fight.
yeah, no, that's what I was saying. I was like, man, come on, man. Y'all can't let this dude take this punishment like this.
And his round
I
kept
mean,
sending him
crazy.
back out there. And I'm like, man, they gonna send that nigga back out there? And they kept sending him back out there.
Yeah, because it looked like at a point it was not going to change.
Like
It was
around
only
the fifth
getting
round.
worse.
The 5th round, I was like, man, all right, this is enough. I said,
Yeah, but Mendoza though.
It was like, yep,
Mendoza went out there and hit that boy Fondura with that 3-piece.
yep. Damn. But shit, I appreciate each and everybody for coming out. My boy Just Duo, man. Y'all gotta make sure y'all check him out, man.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna see if I can come on later on tonight, y'all. I don't know if I get my breathing treatment done. But peace and
Oh my
blessings
God,
to
Aaron
everybody.
Muhammad.
Salute to my guy Thomas Hill. Salute to my guy Revenge. He's up here too. But y'all go ahead and get y'all last things, man.
Oh, all right, bet I'll go since I was the last to come up. Let me go on and say salute to Revenge, salute to you, Upper man. Always love talking that boxing talk. Got nothing but good things that come from the sport, but we got some things we got to clean up. Hopefully we can, so we can start making those fights that we need to see, and that these people can show in that ring, who they really are. Shout out to the chat. Peace and blessings to everyone, and thanks again, Up, for bringing me up.
All right. It's on you, Revenge.
Yeah, salute to you up at Echelon. Salute to the guys that came through on the panel. Salute to the chat. We got a great fucking fight coming up with Canelo Charlo, man. I'm pulling for Charlo to get that dub. And see what's next after that. But yeah, salute to everybody, man.
All right. Salute to everybody, man. Appreciate each one of y'all for coming. Y'all hit that like button. And I'm gonna try to come back on later on tonight, man. I'm gonna try to come back on, man. But we about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. And I've been out because I ain't been feeling well, but
they want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got
demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me a op, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more.
His brain's gone, nigga.
It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting.
We really hit it, nigga.
We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Hop out and leave him holding like the Bible. AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals.
Break that shit down, nigga.
AK or anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on point, 6-2 gon' split. LPN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner.
5.0, eat him up, eat him up.
SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leaving nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leaving nigga bleeding.